Today's excerpt reading is from chapter 12, Feared Creature. And yesterday we left off with, I shared with you chapter 11 and my white wolf I met during a guided visualization, who eventually would share with me that her name is Leola. So I just want to preface this chapter. This came to me as I was reviewing this to share with you today. Is after my second dachshund, Joey, had passed away, I had set this intention that I wanted to open myself more to learning more about the other animals in the animal kingdom and, you know, what they had to teach me and how they could help guide me in my life. So the name of this chapter, again, is Feared Creature. And, you know, opening myself to the fact I wanted to learn about all the animals in the, you know, the animal kingdom, it never occurred to me those that which we fear, that we could learn from them as well. And this would be very, very potent medicine. And when I say medicine, I mean healing. This would be a very potent beginning to my self-healing journey and this creature that I would come across. So I'm going to pick up here where I'm getting ready to take Kylie and Gidget for a walk and what I discover. So one evening in early August 2015, Kylie, Gidget, and I were headed to a small wooded area near my home when I noticed about 2 feet off the end of the driveway the most brilliant emerald green snake. I was unsure if she was alive, so I walked with trepidation up to her only to realize she was dead. It was then I noticed 2 baby snakes next to her and 2 more a few feet away. All had perished. Holding Kylie and Gidget's leashes taut to keep them back, I just stood there, overcome with sadness as I looked at the snakes. Suddenly an awful thought occurred to me. Had I accidentally run them over? I didn't remember hitting them, but there was no way to know for sure. As I walked into the woods with Kylie and Gidget, I couldn't shake the image of the snake family from my mind. When the next day I still couldn't let go of it, I sent an email to Dawn telling her of my encounter and how it upset me. Just a little side note here. Dawn is an animal communicator that I've reached out to several times over the years with my own animals, as well as she is a very good friend of mine. I didn't have to wait long for her reply. Snake medicine can mean big changes, she wrote. The fact that you saw the snakes in this way and opened yourself to deeper emotions may indicate that snake is somehow initiating you. After reading her email, I wasn't sure if there was a teaching here for me. Part of my hesitation, I realized, had to do with the fact that it involves snakes, and dead ones at that. What could that possibly mean? And what did Dawn mean when she said snake might be initiating me? I wasn't quite able to wrap my mind around it. Dawn then reminded me of a shed snakeskin I'd found a few months earlier among some dried leaves in the garden. I was fascinated by it, so much so that I had mentioned it to Dawn. I had bent down to examine it closer, but when I tried to pull it from the leaves, it tore in two. Finding the discarded skin of a snake may be a hint to release a limited perspective that we have outgrown or to shed old ways, she said. Dawn explained that encountering the family of snakes dead in the road may mean something else altogether. It was unusual, she said, for a mother snake to be with her babies, as most species of snake don't take care of their young. She prompted me to consider the possibility that there was a mother-child connection here. She also suggested I think about the fact that the snakes had died while trying to cross the road. Was there a message here about me being immobilized in my life? Dawn encouraged me to sit with these clues for a while and see what came to me. Snake often challenges us to work for our wisdom. Wow, and no kidding, this snake, I really had to work for this to uncover what the deeper meaning was and what the teaching was that snake was offering me, which in reality, the full, complete extent of it wouldn't come until what I shared at the very, I think it's the afterword in my book. And it was a very potent teaching, very potent healing And I just want to take a moment to say this because the next chapter is about Snake Ally, excuse me, which is chapter 13. I have grown to have such respect for Snake and really honor them. And as I've honored them and respected them in turn, I have grown to honor and respect myself as well. So I have a big appreciation for Snake that I didn't before this. And I'm very grateful for the teaching that I received. So I'll be back again tomorrow with chapter 13 and Snake Ally. See you then.